Now we move to the announcement of this year's winners of the President's Medal Students' Award. Every year, schools of architecture are invited to nominate 2 student design projects for the Bronze Medal at RIBA Part 1 and 2 projects for the Silver Medal at RIBA Part 2, and 1 nomination for the Dissertation Medal. And each year, an international jury of distinguished architects and academics selects the most outstanding design portfolios and dissertations from the work submitted. From my personal experience, I can tell you that the judging of the student entries is exciting. It's wide-ranging, its discussion. It's divided into 2 stages. There's a short listing and a final stage where the judges come to the hard decision of who wins the coveted medals and who is awarded a commendation for their outstanding work. It is primarily a celebration of an extraordinary suite of portfolios and dissertations we get to see. The dissertation judges read dozens of dissertations over the summer and then got together to discuss them and award the dissertation medal and commendations. Their job is a lot harder than ours, I can assure you. This year, the dissertation judging panel, chaired by Professor Peter Blundell-Jones from the University of Sheffield, included Gerald Adler from the University of Kent, Catherine Slesser, managing editor of the Architectural Review, and Simon Unwin from the Dundee School of Architecture. So we'll start by awarding the dissertation medal, and to do so I'd like to invite Sunan Prasad and David Gloucester to the stage to hand out the first commendations and medals of the night. The first commendation for the dissertation, Voices from Shatila, Dissecting the Urban Apparatus of Beirut's Southern Suburbs. The dissertation is a measured but powerful account of the experience and history of a Palestinian refugee camp in Beirut, always under siege and threatened by violence, its fabric torn apart as fast as it can be repaired. The main theme is the impossibility of sustaining a stable public realm, a police, under these circumstances. In finely textured and subtle writing, the author reminds us of the fragility of conditions we normally take for granted, concentrating on the fates of people abandoned and left to their own devices. The judges considered it authentic and brave, as well as movingly illustrated, well-researched, and properly referenced. The winner of this commendation was supervised by Dr. Teresa Stepani and comes from the University of Greenwich. Ladies and gentlemen, Stefanos Goukoukoutsamis. The second commendation in this category goes to the work entitled Context Thinking, a reflection on the work of Alison and Peter Smithson. The judges said it was an adroit and elegant study of 2 of English modernism's most influential characters. The judges considered it very well written, diligently researched, scholarly and thoughtfully illustrated. Straightforward and incisive in style, it is a model for writing architectural history about the recent past. The dissertation, supervised by Peter Blundell-Jones, was submitted by the University of Sheffield. The author and winner of this commendation is Joseph Mackay. The third commendation in the dissertation category goes to the work entitled Expressing the Transpersonal, the work of Peter Zumthor. This dissertation offers a fine, detailed reading of 2 of Zumthor's buildings in the light of 19th century theory that both illuminates the buildings and elucidates the text. It is well presented and cogently argued with an evident depth of research. The dissertation, submitted by the University of Bath, was supervised by Martin Gledhill, and the author and winner of the commendation is Ross Tredit. The dissertation that wins the Dissertation Medal for 2008 is entitled Rookeries and No-Go Estates, St Giles and Broadwater Farm. This dissertation compares the 19th century rookeries in London, reportedly nests of poverty and vice, with the post-war modernist development of Broadwater Farm, Tottenham, site of the 1985 riots. Both became ghettos regarded as threatening by political authorities and dangerous to the external public. And the author argues convincingly that they had in common high densities, restricted thresholds, and limited definitions of the street. This potentially difficult topic is handled in an extraordinarily sophisticated way, with full awareness of how the two places have been interpreted, depicted, and mythologized. The dissertation has involved extensive research, is fully referenced, and beautifully presented. The judges considered it the leading contender for the prize, setting a high standard and being worthy of publication as it stands. The student was supervised by John Bold at the University of Westminster. The winner of the 2008 dissertation medal is Dominic Severs.